like Drew 100 years. Hi, you're listening to Paper Moon Radio and the show Learn With Me, Drew Garvey. That was, of course, 100 Years by The Cure. And if you haven't been listening to my show or don't follow me on Instagram, then I'll tell you the theme. And the theme this week is Crashouts. The reason why I decided on this theme is the past week or so I've been on the razor's edge of crashing out, of finally blowing up. And these are some songs that I have listened to over my life that have sort of helped me through those periods or made me feel those feelings during those periods, or are just songs where, like, the person, the artist, whoever made them, like, you can just tell this motherfucker is crashing out. You obviously heard that with 100 Years by The Cure. Over and over we die, one after the other. It feels like 100 years. And just the music and the sound, it just, like, it's a piece de resistance. Yeah, a funny thing about that album is, of course, Pornography. And Robert Smith said something along the lines of, like, if you want to make more albums like that, you don't expect to live very long. If you sort of read about the process of making that album and sort of what he was going through at that time, and obviously you can hear it in the music itself, I could agree with him. I mean, he was definitely dealing with some very dark stuff and using a lot of drugs, and yeah, I can only imagine that I would not last very long as an artist making those types of albums. But yeah, as you kind of listen to these songs, you know, think about a time when you wanted to blow up or yell at somebody or something like that. I don't know, and maybe these will help you through that. There's different kind of vibes here. This first little section here is sort of, I titled it like Man versus Society. I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but these are sort of songs that are kind of more generally just kind of dealing with society, dealing with alienation, perhaps just kind of dealing with some weird stuff. These are just kind of the more abstract crash out songs, I would say. Not quite as direct, but we're going to start it off with Modest Mouth's Teeth Like God's Shoe Shine. I hope you enjoy.
From the top of the ocean, yeah, to the bottom of the sky, God, yeah, well, I can clutch from it, I can, you know that I can, well. From the top of the ocean, yeah, to the bottom of the sky, God, yeah, well, I can clutch from it, I can, you know that I can. And he said, I am not allowed much danger of keeping life going over and stranger. Young Birdie and effigy, and offering you an effigy. Well, a rattlesnake of Ed, far from Montana, he's in the leg of the old sheriff. On that boy fell down on his hair lip. Well, I might be wrong, but you take along and well, I've been wrong, and I feel this you by the mile. Just hey, yeah, the morning spit, when you can lie and face the rest. I said, I said, if you could combat your conscience, and you might. If you could bottle and sell it, you might have done. And you might. If you could compact your conscience and sell it, save it for another time, you know you might have to use it. And the television's on. Go to the grocery store, buy some new friends, and find out the beginning, the end, and the best of it. Well, do you need a lot of what you got to survive? God's shoes, shiny sparkles, shimmers, shines. Let's all have another orange Julius fixer if standing in lines. The malls are the soon-to-be ghost towns. Well, so long, farewell, goodbye. Take 'em off and long ride, and you'll go round town. No one be uptight anymore. You could be ashamed to be so proud of what you've done, but not no one, not now, not ever anyone. Take 'em off to the top of that happiness that kind of hurts deep down inside. Or you can add it up and give a shit, give a shit. Go to the family doctor, it's all with it, all with it, all. And it's all. Or you can add it up and give a shit, give a shit. I'm on the corner of this, all. And it's all. Here's the man with teeth like God's shoes, shiny sparkles, shimmers, shines. Let's all have another orange Julius thick syrup standing in lines. The malls are the soon-to-be ghost towns. Well, so long, farewell, goodbye. And the telephone goes off. Pick the receiver up, try to meet ends and find out the beginning, the end, and the best of it. Oh my goddamn! Take 'em off to the long ride, and you'll go round town. No one be uptight anymore. You can be ashamed to be so proud of what you've done, but not no one, not now, not ever anyone.
just Tommy don't get back from the other side of the wall.
My dinner is warm. I'm speeding along. I'm freight to the GSK. I'm speeding along. I'm speeding along.
From the shop to the floor. It's just
I'm speeding along.
back from the other sweet spot side of the wall.
I met her accidentally. It was at the Cambridge Science Fair, and she was so impressed I could make so many things catch on fire. But I was just covered in bubbles of methane gas, and you ended up burned. I'm sorry, I have always been a liar. Just to think I could have left the fair with my dignity intact and fled from the stage with the world's second best slim tribute act. Okay, today I hide away, but tomorrow I take the reins. Still living with my mother as I move from one micro-influencer to another. References, references, references. But what are you on tonight? I love this city despite the burden of preferences. What a time to be alive. Oh, I know where I'm going. It's black country out there. at the Cirque du Soleil, and it was such an intimate performance. I swear to God, you looked right at me and let a silk red ribbon fall between your hands. But as I slowly sobered, I felt the rubbing of shoulders, I smelled the sweat and the children crying. I was just one among crowded stands. And still with sticky hands, I bolted through the gallery, with colourless stains on my best white shirt, and nothing to lose. Oh, I was born to run. It's black country out there. It's black country out there. It's black country out there.
afraid to die, 'cause that is all that I have left. Yes. Yes. And I'm no longer afraid to dance tonight, 'cause that is all that I have left. Yes. Yes.
In the water, holding hands. Nina knows why. Nina knows why. Fuck these people. Fuck these people, I'm not here. You're making me feel like a dollar in your hand. You're making me feel like I'm a $0 man. You're making me feel like a dollar in your hand. You're making me feel like I'm $0 man. Actually for real, God is real. God is actually real. God is real. I wouldn't joke about this. I'm not kidding this time.
by Cameron Winter. Yeah, so that little set there was sort of about crashing out, if you will. Sorry, I'm a little distracted here because there's some differences in the website and things like that, but it seems like I figured it out. Anyway, that little section there was sort of about man versus society, if you will, not to pontificate or anything like that. Guy who has sole control over what happens. Yeah, I mean, we had a song like Teeth Like God's Shoe Shine, which is just kind of talking about alienation. I mean, Isaac Brock says, here's the man with teeth like God's shoe shine. He sparkles, he shimmers, he shines. Let's all have another orange Julius, thick syrup standing in lines. The malls are the soon-to-be ghost towns. Well, so long, farewell, goodbye. What was Angan when he when he wrote that? Apparently he didn't know either, because there's a documentary that kind of is a retrospective on the Lonesome Crowded West, the album that song is on, and when he's talking about Teeth Like God's Shoe Shine, he basically just said, I don't know, Spirit took me on that one. And you can definitely hear it. Yeah. Another kind of funny tidbit I was sort of thinking about was the song GSK by Squid, which is another song that you heard. Yeah, I love the On Concrete Island, I Rave at the Businessmen. I used to make fun of like England all the time, and I would call it that concrete island. And there was one time where I was talking about it, and I said like, "Oh, that concrete island could sink for all I care." And somebody said, "Well, actually, like I love the UK, or like I love England, and like I want to like live there." And I was like, "Oh, well, but at least they wanted to live in London and not Birmingham." I forgot to mention the songs that you heard, but like I mentioned, it was $0 by Cameron Winter, Beautiful Blue Sky by Ott, Blood Hail, Have a Nice Life, Science Fair, Black Country Road, and of course GSK, Squid. So the next section here, we're going to get a little emo, perhaps, maybe a little bit more, turning the mirror to society, and now we're going to turn it to ourselves. We're going to start it off with Prayer to God by Shellac, or Shellac of North America. Anyways, hope you enjoy.
Of North America. Catalog number TG211 CD. Audio compact disc. 44.1 kHz sample rate. 16-bit word length. Samples represented in 2's complement binary. 8 to 14 expansion. Set reproducer for reference level. 1000 Hz.
To the one true God above, here is my prayer. Not the first you've heard, but the first I wrote. Not the first, but the others were a long time ago. There are two people here, and I want you to kill them. Her, she can go quietly by disease or a blow to the base of her neck, where her necklaces close, where her garments come together, where I used to lay my face. That's where you ought to kill her, in that particular place. Him, just fucking kill him. I don't care if it hurts. Yes, I do. I wanted to fucking kill him, but first make him cry like a woman. No particular woman. Let him hold out, hold that someone or other might come. Then fucking kill him, fucking kill him. Kill him already, kill him. Fucking kill him, fucking kill him. Kill him already, kill him. Fucking kill him, fucking kill him. Kill him already, kill him, just fucking kill him. Fucking kill him, fucking kill him already, kill him. Fucking kill him, fucking kill him. Kill him already, kill him. Kill him already, kill him already. Kill him, fucking kill him, just fucking kill him. Fucking kill him. Kill him already, kill him. Fucking kill him. Kill him, fucking kill him already. Kill him. Kill him, fucking kill him. Kill him, just fucking kill him. Kill him already, kill him already. Kill him. Amen.
was a street where a walker walked alone, whistling a tune that drifted up through a tree and stirred a bird all before it was heard by a girl. Today there was a vision of a house burning on a television, in a room inside an eye, in a head topped by a brown curl. A telephone ring in the middle of the night was said to cause fright in a dark house lived in by a family of four. Today is almost tomorrow, and if I think not quite yesterday, but old is the head that sees not wood at the foot of its bed, and tomorrow is not quite yesterday. Tomorrow's not quite yesterday. Last time I saw you, didn't have brown hair. Now my football zone, echo in your halls, no more. And creeping up the stairs to your room, stay close, I'd say, to the wall. Just close the wall, the stairs will creep it all. And I think I would know, I'm sorry at the table, I can feel that I was transparent and the ghosted. Now all my words and fears are mine alone to exist. Today after whistling, he sang to the same old tune. Would you talk to me as if I'm real to you? Would you talk to me as if I'm real to you? Knowing about me, what you do, knowing that to me nobody looks quite like you. Knowing that today is not quite like yesterday. Knowing that today is not quite yesterday. But today was not a good one. The last time I saw you, you didn't have brown hair. And now my football zone, that's when your halls, no more. And walk through the room, all my fears are mine alone. Today our call can knock it through. Today a window revealed not you. Today a bird stood not in its nest. Today, shall we say, was not the very best. Last time I ate at the table, I could feel that I was the spirit and the ghosted. Now all my words and fears are mine alone to exist. If you talk to me, it's about to be real to you.
Nothing seems to work out quite the way I planned.
knowing that there's never had to end. All there is to know is God.
Was New Dawn Fades by Joy Division. Before that, I played Morals, Ice Age. Before that, All There Is, Rites of Spring. Before that, Building, Embrace. Before that, Locket, Moss, Icon. Sun God, Squirrel Bait. And of course, Scentless Apprentice, Nirvana. Yeah. So that was sort of returning the mirror on the self and yelling at oneself or sort of the things around them. I think a good line from sort of that section was from New Dawn Fades, where it's I've walked through water, I've walked through water and I've run through fire, can't seem to feel it anymore. Obviously, Ian Curtis was going through a lot. But, at a specific moment in time in your life, or when you're really feeling down, that shit hits. It really does seem to hit. Or sort of the emo section there, the old school emo, with Moss, Icon, Embrace, and Rites of Spring. I mean, it just kind of has like a nice emotional core to it, and like has those like kind of like vocal climaxes and moments of just like screaming your fucking heart out. Yeah. Of course, being called emo core, what is his name? Guy Picciotto. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. He's probably not listening, but if you are listening, I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. When, emo was sort of becoming a thing, it was kind of out of the hardcore scene. It was called like emotional hardcore or emo core, and he had some choice words for that. And I think Ian MacKay, or maybe Guy Picciotto as well, said it. I'm not 100% sure. Said like as if hardcore wasn't like emotional before. They would kind of resist that label, but that's sort of what they are labeled, because sometimes you can't choose what people call you, man, and that sucks. But now we're gonna go into the last little section here, and it's just gonna be kind of the really sad aspect of Crashing Out, where you're just done it out with Strawberry Hill by Red House Painters.
I can hear them speaking in the next room as they drink and start losing control and get louder. They lose control and get louder. They wonder about me. I can hear swirling the eyes with your finger. She's got that half-dead look in her eyes by now. She worries about me. He's not like the
and hate runs through my blood. Well, my tongue was in love, but my heart was left above. I've gotta be leaving now. I thought I'd never be shut down, but girl, I'm black and blue, so big turned down you. Well, I'd be turned down in blue. Don't break away. I waste away. Don't break away. And lay me out across the grey hours I should have kept at bay. Well, I had no chance to get away. I can't escape my own escape, even more when it's sweet to the taste. Restless lead senses stray. I look up and seek for fate. I would go, just lean over and say, who lay me down? Who pull me out? Who take my crown again? Who she's submerged in doubt? But wait, I'll make my last request. See, this could be the best. Bar blue, I need to rest. See, I've been broken down. So much has lasted now. I just stop and say, girl, ooh, don't you worry about a thing, baby.
That's not me. I go where I please. I walk through walls. I float down the living. I'm not here. I'm not here. I'm not here. In a little while, I'll be already passed. Yeah, it's gone. And I'm not here. This isn't happening. I'm not here. I'm not here.
shining bright. Justify me, make me right. I can't fight it, make it wrong. But a fugitive has a tendency to return home, pissing against the moon. softly so that in the silence only heard breathing closed in living pacing against the moon. Whatever I do, I don't repent. I keep pacing against the moon. Whatever I do not repent. I keep pacing against the moon. Pacing against the moon.
That was Against the Moon by Ice Age. Before that, I played How to Disappear Completely, Radiohead. Out Getting Ribs, King Cruel. The Devil May Care, Mom and Dad Don't, Brian Jonestown Massacre. Yeah, so that last little section there was just sort of sad, man, because sometimes, there's an aspect of crashing out where you're just done, man, and it feels like everything's just going wrong. It feels like everything just, like, you just start disassociating, because, I've experienced that. It's like an anger and then a disassociation, so that was kind of what that last section was. Shout out Mark Kozilek, and I'm blanking on the lead singer from the Brian Jonestown Massacre's name, but shout out their mommy and daddy issues.
tears the house to shreds, defines the night as such a home for us, sticking sex, and leaves no trace of luck at every market town that we intersect. I die like 15 times. The dark blue stem brings me to their breasts. And I'm feeling kinda normal with a packed lunch. Train rides don't hurt much these days. We're all working on ourselves, and we're praying that the rest don't mind how much we've changed. So if you see me looking strange with a fresh style, I'm still not feeling that great. And then it's in soft focus all around you. You can't see the football game on my dad's sofa. We are still, and we never look at our phone anymore. Oh, I can't think of anything better. Pick a hair off my sweater and drown in me like boyfriend jeans. Oh, I haven't felt this way in like ever. I am the Congo